Jurgens, European affairs analyst. Well, you know that if you're a regular TRT World Watcher. Always good to see you, Klaus. You know those signal message exchanges between senior Trump administration officials a few weeks ago? Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, and J.D. Vance, they were particularly disparaging of Europe. They basically made it clear that they don't like Europe. Is that probably going to cause some problems over the next 4 years?
Very good day to you, Adnan. Always a great pleasure being with you on the program. Well, I remember our live coverage when the election actually took place, and we spoke about why are so many in Europe hesitant to actually embrace the second Donald Trump term in office. Some comments were correct, some maybe not, some were just political verbal warmongering, and particularly in the United Kingdom or Germany. Now, but one thing is clear. The hesitations continue because some of the election proposals Donald Trump actually put forward, he is now putting in place. And Make America Great Again. This was his slogan, and we spoke about it during the night. Americans are looking for a new national purpose. And I think this is what Trump wants to give them. Now step in Giorgia Meloni. Ideological and politically, Meloni and Trump are reasonably close bedfellows, political bedfellows. Let's call it a kind of neo-conservatism at best. Now, I think what Meloni wants to achieve is that whilst so many in the European Union establishment, in so many capitals, basically say we turn a blind eye to Washington, we must do our own thing, and we do not really want to communicate. We just want to have zero tariffs both ways, and if he accepts it, it's fine. But what Meloni does much better is she actually speaks with and to Donald Trump. So this is a new approach. And people talking in politics, you know it as well as I do it, people talking and sitting down together, they might achieve results. And I hope she goes back to Brussels, to other European capitals, from Berlin and all the other places, and says, look, we have to meet Donald Trump, we have to talk with him. His presidency is reality, we can't just shrug it off. And let's hope that this trade war will not kick off in earnest, but that diplomacy will kick in.
Klaus, in terms of political philosophy, which you're directing us towards, is it a case of Donald Trump being more lenient with right-wing political leaders? Because when we look at the bigger picture of trade, China may be the biggest trading partner of the US in terms of products that are sent there from outside of the Americas. Okay, forget Mexico and Canada. They obviously have their regional advantage. But when you look at goods and services together, the EU is the biggest trading partner of the United States. So if Trump's tariffs are not tempered, that would probably lead to the loss of jobs in Europe, which could lead to political instability, which could affect American interests as well. Surely Donald Trump sees the connection between all of these different things.
Well, I hope so. And I hope his advisors actually see this connection, Adnan Bey. I think we spoke about that as well. Running an election campaign is easy. Getting elected perhaps is still reasonably easy. Actually, surviving 100 days in office might still be considered easy. And then you have to start to work. And I think Donald Trump must realize that, in particular, American jobs and American consumers matter. And if you say we have tariffs from all the imports from all around the world, he does know for sure that imported goods will be more expensive for the average ordinary American citizen. Likewise, in Europe, instability might become a new buzzword, because a very good comment came the other day. Are all European industry sectors already impacted by Donald Trump's tariffs gambles, or will they be impacted? And someone from the construction sector actually said something remarkable. No, housing and construction will not be affected immediately, because the supply chain is basically a domestic supply chain, talking about Germany. But then what that person said actually was even more remarkable. He said, if the tariffs kick in and affect the economy as such, even our construction sector, regardless of supply logistics, will suffer. So yes, there will be huge consequences, and it is 5 minutes before 12. And Donald Trump is a clever politician. Like him or hate him or loathe him, it doesn't matter. He for sure knows that there will be reactions from the side of Europe. And is he leaning more towards conservative politicians? No. He would, I think, at once invite a socialist or social democrat leader if they only start to take Donald Trump at face value and more seriously. Coming back to the election campaign one more time, half a minute if I may. Yes, the liberal establishment, the left establishment basically favored Kamala Harris openly, and the media, and the legacy media as we would call it. And very few conservative politicians spoke out in favor of Donald Trump even then. But they realized, look, without ideology, without talking party politics, perhaps a neoconservative approach towards policymaking, make America great again, make Italy great again, and as Meloni said, make Europe perhaps great again, and then stabilize the economy, stop inflation, keep the jobs, and actually increase the number of jobs. No splendid isolation, but cooperation. I hope so that this will be the outcome, Adnan.
Klaus Jurgens, thank you so much, Klaus.